Hello, y'all on YouTube. This is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special unboxing, something that came in from BladeBinge. On a live stream, we did something crazy, and the reason why I had to sell a bunch of knives. So let's get into it. All right, today I'm opening up my knife, or the box, with this Holt Bladeworks Morpheus. This is in MagnaCut, CPM MagnaCut, and purple, beautiful anodized. Well, actually, it's pink and purple in this one. Let's get into this particular knife. Love this knife, by the way. It's one of my grail knives of all time. So I figure we should absolutely have an appropriate knife to open this with. So here we go. Let's see, do we have anything? Oh, we do have. We have some paperwork. And then we have stuff in here. All right, here we go. Here we go. A lot of packaging. Let's put all this in here. Beautiful Skiff box. And what do we have in here? Probably the documentation, I'm going to assume. All right, so Fugitive, Certificate of Authenticity, Steve Skiff. I believe that is Steve Skiff from Skiff Workshop. His dad from Skiff Made Blades. 8224, number 128, limited bronze. Very cool. The authentic paperwork as we have. So nice case. Is that leather? I don't know if it's leather. It smells like it. So here we go. Oh my. Sorry, finger there. Wow. Okay. All right. Wow, that milling. Skiff, in case you didn't know, minimal billboarding, lanyard hole, little place, deep pocket carry clip, but not too deep. Beautifully milled all the way through. Wow, man. So the way I understand it, the father does a lot of the blade building and he puts it together, but Steve Skiff Jr., he does a lot of the CNC stuff. And of course, the Skiff washers. Beautifully dead centered. That back spacer there. Look at that clip. Nice in and out. All right, so here we go. Beautiful hollow grind, stone washed blade. Look at that lock. Is that a steel bar over travel? Ooh, I almost dropped it. Is that a steel bar over travel? I can't tell. It's so polished, so beautiful. Is there an over travel stop in there? I cannot tell if there's an over travel stop. I don't think there is. There might be a steel bar insert. I'm guessing the pivot collar here is acting as an over travel stop. All right, so let's see. Look at that. All right, so we're clearing the detent. Right, about right there. So is there a ramp on here? There is a ramp. So you want to get down to about right there. Oh, let's see here. We're down to about right there. All right, so thinking we might need a little bit of oil. It says brand new, unused. So, you know, I buy knives to collect and to carry. So my attitude is I'm going to carry this. Now, typically these knives are, ooh, that's not the one I wanted, the heavyweight oil. Let's get that in there. Put a nice drop in there. So I will put a little bit of oil inside. Now, some people are not fans of putting oil on their washers. I am. And I hope this is not anathema to Steve and Steve Skiff. to get that well worked in there. See that edge? Beautiful. Look at that edge coming off to the top. Very even on both sides. Looks like probably I'm going to, oh, that's sharp. Nice stone washed finish, not overly polished on this one, but it is nice and rounded. Beautiful swedge on top, meant to be a cutter. And look at that. You can absolutely choke up on that bad boy. No jimping, but this is not, you know, I mean, this could absolutely be a workhorse knife. Absolutely. But it's like, you know, with my Koenig and with my Holt Blade Works, all these knives right here, we're talking about knives that are, I will carry, I will use, but I'm not going to go cut woods, logs, and all sorts of stuff. Now just look at this pivot, and that is just exquisite. And the anodization on the hardware, is that T6 or T8? I can't even tell. I'm flabbergasted. I'm at a loss for words at the details on here. This is how I was when I first got this, and I looked at all the milling pattern on here, the milling on the clip and everything, and I was just thinking, I'm a little bit at a loss here myself. Just for the sake of seeing if this is T6 or T8, I just want to see if one of these fits. It's a T8. Yeah, and that's got to be probably a T10 or T15. Maybe a T15? Let's see. There's a T15. Yeah, T15. All right, T15 and T8s. Wow. This is like brand new, not even used. I actually saw this go for sale and totally missed it. And the guy who probably won it is the guy who put it up for sale. And here I am buying it from him. Yeah, he made a little profit on it, but that's okay. I'm sorry, I'm not talking because I'm flicking it and in semi-heaven here. This was a grail. This was actually a grail above a Brown Knives knife. And recently I got a chance to borrow a Brown Knives, a Cortex XL, which is phenomenal. I can only imagine the mini FSD is just as good. Wow. That's really breaking in nicely. Gonna put just another touch of oil on the back side. I'm not opposed to putting oil on a blade too. Now I believe, is this RWL34? I didn't even see what. I'm so enamored I forgot to check what the steel was. Is it, what is it? S45VN? Something like that? Yeah, S45VN. Stone washed. S45VN. Wow. Another little drop. I only did one drop over here on the ceramic ball bearing. Just a second itty bitty drop. I don't want to put too much. All right, so here we go. Wow. It's a flipper only. There's really no other place to do it. This is a flipper only type of knife. So, you know, this is up there with a Holt Blade Works. And if you have a problem with that, it's not a knife for you, right? If you can do flipper and action and everything perfectly, you can dictate how someone opens it. You can say, my knife is going to be flipper only. And that's what this is. Oh, wow. Fugitive, number 128. You can see that right there, the number. That's cool. Oh, and then we've got the Skiff marks in there. Wow. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that pattern in there. It's almost like a honeycomb pattern, but it's not quite. Very, very fantastic. Wow. back spacer is really something. That anodization is gorgeous. Pivot. This is how I like it. Now I've seen different colored ones, but I'm so grateful. Exactly how I would want it to be. Really, 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 really exactly how I want it to be. Wow. Something else when you get a grill knife and it's exactly what you want it to be. Makes it really special. And you don't have words for it. Words fail me. You're just probably getting bored out of your mind because I am just beyond myself. All right, so everything is rounded perfectly. There's no sharp edges anywhere. Every freaking little detail is absolutely accounted for. I open this up. Everything here. Beautiful. Milled out. So light. We're looking at the weight of right there. So right here. This is where it's perfectly balanced. You can choke up. Beautiful choke up position. Gorgeous hollow grind. Edge is fantastic. Nice edge on the top. Chamfer, a nice... not chamfering, gosh. Not swedge. Yeah, the swedge up here on top is really nice for a nice turn of your cut. There's no sharp points up there. The edge is ridiculously sharp. You can see where they sharpen going out, and that's where it gets a little thinner, like a Tonto kind of a grind. Down here, it's beautifully milled, beautifully perfect everywhere. There's no edges where you would expect it. So thinly milled down here. The lockup is solid. No pivot lash? Yeah. Let's listen to that detent. Any detent lash? No detent lash. But let's listen to that again one more time. Listen to that click one more time. Here we go. Up and close. Wow. Yeah, let's zoom in and take a nice close look so you guys can actually see this while I'm blabbering all over this knife. This is a beautiful hollow grind right here. Beautiful swedge on top. Comes a nice pokey tip right there. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Nice big old generous finger choil. This pivot is a sight to behold. It really is a sight to behold. And then we're going to go to the back side here. Again, I put a little oil in there because I'm kind of breaking it in. This is unused. Probably just somebody's collection piece that we're never going to use, which to me is like such a shame. There's no point in owning a knife if you can't enjoy it. My 2 cents on that. And that's why certain knives I'll probably never buy, because if I feel like I could never carry it, why would I own it, right? But that's me. Maybe at some point in my life I can own that type of knife and still carry it and not care. Beautiful hollow grind. So let's feel that hollow grind all the way up. So nice. So nice. Definitely a good thickness there. You can see here's the back spacer up here. Phenomenal. Look at that sticking up like that. It's beautiful aesthetic. Now let's look at the scale right here. And look at that pivot. Can you see that pivot right there? That's just insane. Absolutely insane. Look at this milling pattern on here. Simply gorgeous. And we have over here as well, milling pattern. All the way over here. Simply insane and gorgeous. There's a blade. And let's look at the lockup. Nice cutout for in here. We are engaged at, I would say, a good 20%, probably, maybe 15-20%, yeah. Then we can see inside here some of the markings for, if I can get the right angle in here, you can see some of the skiff markings in there. Now on the other side, you can actually see some of the reference to the blade Fugitive, number 128. Absolutely gorgeous. And now you'll see as it's breaking in still. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I am so sorry. I'm just... This feels like the Oz Rosie all over again. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna spend some time with this guy. Me and 128, we need to hang out. We need to just hang out and be friends for the evening. It's a crisp detent. It's strong detent. It's a crisp detent. But you don't want to mess with anything on this knife. It's just so gorgeous. I did ask Steve Skiffs. You know, I'm an affiliate with Skiff Workshop, and his son is the one who does, I believe, the CNC work for his dad. His dad does the blade and the assembly and has the design and puts it together and finishes and anodizes stuff. But Steve does a lot of the CNC raw stuff for him, and I know he does the Skiff Caged Bearings, and that's what they use in here. And I said, somebody asked me, are you going to skiff your skiff? And I'm like, well, you know what? He actually gave me the size that this takes. And so I could skiff my skiff, I could skiff my skiff-made skiff with skiff-made skiffs that have been skiffed to skiff my skiff-made skiff, which would be very skiffy. There's a lot of skiffs in there, but wow. That is actually way prettier than I thought it was going to be. It's pretty before, but wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. What words do I use? I'm sorry, guys. It's impressive. Maybe the review will have more words to be able to talk more, but I am blown away by the details. The details they're phenomenal. I mean, I've seen a lot of milling, and the milling is phenomenal. This blew me away, right? The Rosie, my very first experience, blew me away. This blew me away, right? And you obviously you can see there's a pattern that I like in designs of knives, but this again, and it was a little different, but man, it feels so good in hand. Wow. Wow. Yeah. What do you say with something like this? I don't know. Don't know what to say. Gorgeous knife. Gorgeous knife. So many things. So many details. Just simply stunning. All right, so let's get a nice close-up here for the video. Make sure we get the nice angle with the hollow grind. What do y'all think about that? Anybody out there have a Skiff Made Blades knife? If you do, let me know what you think. What your thoughts are. What you think of your knife. It's a stunner. It really is a stunner. It's an understatement to talk about this knife. So I know some of you guys who have some fantastic custom knives out there, and it would be up there in those realms, but this is like the most basic version of a Skiff Made blade. It's very basic. I mean, even this is a little step up because the anodization is just, it's phenomenal. An anodization, and it is a polished, it's a polished stone washed, so that's really gorgeous. You know, that's a little step up, because typically you can get stone washed, you can get high polish, there's different variations, but this anodization is just gorgeously phenomenal. Okay, so that's different. Over here you can get one of these without the milling pattern at all. Very plain Jane if you wanted to. That does save a bit, but this golf mill pattern is my absolute favorite of all time, and this knife here is phenomenal. So this had the Delrin plastic cage bearings, and I put skiffs on this one. Absolutely worth it. The skiffs are way better on here. This one had the Delrin bearings as well, and I put skiffs on here. Made this even better. And now look at this. I actually have a control shut. It is actually a control shut, which typically, you know, Holt blade works are like guillotines. But man, look at this. Just beautiful. This is all that, just all by itself. Skiffs in there, skiffs on the inside, skiffs on the outside. It is Skiffalicious. This is a Skiffalicious, Skiffalicious knife. I feel skiffy with my Skiffalicious skiffy knife. I don't know. I know that's Steve. If you happen to watch this, or your dad, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm oogling over your knife. And you're probably bored of that, and you probably have heard that your whole life, but fresh eyes, fresh person enjoying your craftsmanship. It's really good. Thank you. I feel honored to have this. Yeah. Wow. So there you go. Not a whole lot of words. I'm sorry, guys. I'm overwhelmed. I don't have words for this. I'm enjoying this knife so much. I just don't have anything but good things to say. It's an experience that I hope everybody gets. It's just that good. So I'm going to put that down right there, and I'm going to wrap it up because if you didn't, this is the first impression unboxing, and if you didn't catch on, it's been a good impression. Very good experience. It is better than I expected. And thank you. Thank you to the person who sold it. I really do appreciate them selling that on BladeBinge, giving me the chance to buy this, give it a new home, and to enjoy the knife. I don't know if you bought it and you just weren't impressed with it and just wasn't a knife for you, or you just, for whatever reason, needed the money, or you found something better. Either way, I'm grateful. Thank you. But I never thought I would get a chance to get one of these. I really didn't. Every time they come available, I always miss them. And you got to be fast. And you got to close the deal fast. Sorry, I could keep doing this all night long, and you'd be so bored of this video. Well, you probably already are. If you have any questions for me, comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. I don't know what I missed, what I should have talked about, what I didn't talk about, what I probably repeated myself on, so I apologize. But hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or just entertaining because you like seeing some guy get blown away by a knife and kind of overwhelmed, there you go. You got it. Yeah, if you found all that interesting, informative, all that stuff, would you please consider hitting that like button down below? And if you have already hit that like button, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button down below. Subscribing and liking the videos really helps out the channel. Allows me channel to do more things, try more things, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. Like get the chance to try a knife like this. Wow. It's different because it's my knife, right? That's what makes it a little more special. I've tried some other people's knives. They're gorgeous, but they're not my knives. And so, you know, got to be careful and be respectful. But this is my knife. And so it's like, whew. I could probably tell you it'd be a top 5 already. First experience. It's going to be a top 5 knife out of my collection. There are 5 knives I would never sell. That's high-end knives. And this is definitely one of them immediately, just so you know. All right. Yeah, so if you found this content fun or worthwhile, please consider hitting the like button and subscribe button, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit that notification button down below as well, especially if you enjoyed the video, you're a fan of the video, the live streams, you're part of all of that. I appreciate you. And to the channel members, thank you. Thank you. You allow me to try things way sooner, more sooner, whatever, before I ever thought I could. So I'm really grateful to you guys. You probably had a hand in this happening. So thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Seriously, thank you. I know it sounds stupid, but no one will ever understand. If you're a collector and you appreciate stuff like this, it means the world to you. You find something you really, really love. Gosh, I don't know. Did not expect to get this overwhelmed by a knife and the experience. I apologize, guys. Might find it stupid, so just skip on. But this is special. So, yeah, to the channel members, thank you. If you want to be a channel member, there's a link down below, 3 different levels. I'd love to have you. Please don't feel obligated. I do a once-a-month members giveaway. I usually try to make it a nice giveaway because you're so generous. I want to be generous back. It's not we do a regular weekly giveaway, and it's a budget knife usually. For the members, I try to make it a very special knife. So just know that. And then if you're a channel member first time, or if you've been a member for a while and you never asked me and you're a member right now, or you're a member before and became a member again, and you're a member right now, email me with your name and address. I'd love to mail you a sticker. My way to say thank you. Probably a little more passionately thank you because of this. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Words are not enough. I don't know how I'm going to edit this video, so gosh, if this video is all choppy and stuff because I don't want to leave parts of it in, just know that this was pretty special. So thank you to you guys out there. And if you haven't already, check me out on Instagram at Robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at Robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.